Ding indeed. It's time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns, and for the next 2 hours, all you need to do is settle back, strap in, and get ready for 2 hours of the best independent music in the world. This is all brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you've got independent music, you want to get it out there to your Spotifys, your Apple Musics, your Deezers, your Amazons, your Tidals, all the places. DistroKid got you covered. One low yearly fee, and you can save yourself 7% off on any DistroKid plan for the first year by using the link above or down in the description. Shall we crack on with some music? I think we should. Let's get things started here. This one comes to us from Martin Brett. He says, recorded using GarageBand, mixed and mastered by Darren Jones, Stormzy and Gorillas. Very cool. This is the first single from my debut album, and we're going to play it here to kick us off in style. Martin Brett, to start proceedings. Your Music Live is on the air.
A king and queen, so dignified, when they want to be turned on by tales of antiquity. But Antony and Cleopatra, they don't count. To Actium, and they did sell Agrippa the Ripper, hot on the hills, and ignoring all kinds of warnings. I'm half in love with the thrill of the chase. When they want to be turned on by tales of antiquity. But Antony and Cleopatra, they don't care.
How fun is this? Yeah, I thought that was a cool way to kick us off here on the show for another week. Antony and Cleopatra there from Martin Brett. Great production on the song. Even cooler production on the video, hard to say, but really good stuff. And yeah, first class all the way. Agree. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. We're doing things a bit different here in April 2023. We are playing the show a little bit earlier to help out our wonderful friends in the UK and Europe, and to unfortunately make it a little early for our friends here in Australia. So we have some Australian artists that we're going to play later in the show. I'll give them time to get up, get their coffees and Vegemite toast, and then be available. But hopefully, let me know. Give me the feedback here. Let me know whether this time works better or the original time, because I'm happy to get up early to make it happen, because I felt bad that our wonderful UK and European friends miss out on Your Music Live each and every week. So we'll give it a go. Let's grab our next tune here, shall we? This one comes to us from Matthias Prakowski. He's got a track called King for a Night. He said, this one inspired by the movie King of Comedy. Highly recommend it, especially if you are a creator. The song is about self-doubt. Thank you. Hands up who's got some self-doubt. Yeah, I don't think there's a creator around. I mean, the only creators that don't have self-doubt are probably sociopaths. Just saying it. Just putting it out there. Let's give this one. This is Matt. This is King for a Night on Your Music Live.
listening to this material and for the opportunity you give me. You know, lots of people think that guys like you, people who've made it, lose their feeling for struggling young talent such as myself. But now I know from experience that those people are just cynics embittered by their own failure.
Matthias Rakowski bringing it with some very cool sounds there. I loved that. I mean, I could even see on the meters here that stereo feeling that was creating, bouncing around. I got the monitor speakers listening in here and it sounded pristine. Great stuff there from Matt. So thank you for sharing that one, and thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate you. I'm sure I'm going to get folks who rock up in 3 hours' time and go, I missed the party. I've tried. I've put warnings out on every social media platform I could find, on the email newsletter, on Facebook, on the Discord, on the Twitter, on the LinkedIn. I put it on the LinkedIn, for goodness sake. So if you're following me anywhere, hopefully you got the message and you can rock up. And if not, hey, next week we're going to be doing it all through April. We're going to be doing it at this new time slot just to see how things go, because you got to experiment. Yeah, change is as good as a holiday. I've got both coming up, which is nice. Alrighty, let's grab our next tune. Don't forget though, we are going to hear from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They've just launched their new app. It's awesome. So if you want to get involved in mobile music creating and mobile music releasing, you can get your music out there with DistroKid as well. And we're going to be doing our Play My Fire Beat segment, which means you have a chance to have one of your songs played on the show right here, right now, which is always a lot of fun. I love the serendipity of that. Next up, we're going to stay over on the European side of things and grab this track from PA. Yes, pronounce it Alternative, baby. And she's got a new track. She says, this week I have a very serious topic, and I hope that that one's feeling emotional about it will contact me to not feel alone with it. Yeah, the track's called Anxiety, and let me double down on PA's words there, that you are not alone, no matter how alone you feel in the world, no matter how much your anxiety lies to you, because it does, trust me. I wrote a song about it once. You're not alone. And anxiety, you can show at the door. You never get rid of it, but you can give it the bum's rush and send it on its way, so you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Anyway, this is PA, this is Anxiety on Your Music Live.
I can do it, I am strong. Why they tell me I am wrong? Am I wrong? There's a silence in me, and it speaks to me regardless how I feel. And I feel how the cold is killing me inside. Holy Spirit killed me alive. All this fear runs through my veins, destroys the way I feel, and I don't feel anymore. I feel done. Somehow everything is done. If I can feel, who can I be? And how would I be without fading away? Without anxiety, without the pain in me. Without anxiety, Never saw myself through your eyes. Was fighting to see another day alive. I managed to hide it, managed to get out. Walk a mile in my shoes, you wouldn't breathe a single day. Look, I'm here today, without fading away, without anxiety, without trauma, fear and pain controlling me, without crying a tear, without asking for help, without talking to someone to fail myself. They wouldn't try to understood, because they lived a normal life. But if they wanted, they have could. Do you understand? I fought hell. I'm a survivor. I fought against fear to stay alive. And now I'm talking to you. Please do the same for you without fading away.
I love Thomas's comment here, and it sums it up perfectly. Dark but infectious vibes underscore an important message. Must be P.A. Yes, pronounce it alternative there, out of Germany. And yeah, look, 3 songs in, and we've run the gamut, haven't we? We've had quirky and funny, we've had amazing beats from Matt, and then we've had something that's a really strong message, but super, super groovy and vibey there from P.A. So thank you for sharing those ones. We've got a heap more to come for you here today. We've got a whole lot more music to play for you, including this next one from one of our crowd I think it's fair to say one of our crowd favorites. Look, you could say he wrote the book on YML, or at least you could say he wrote the theme. Because he did. His name's Kronk Song, and he actually composed and just gave me the Your Music Live theme you hear at the start of every show, which I thank him for each and every week. And he kind of pioneered the 2-minute YML mix. So because we play about 1 to 2 minutes of each song on the show, as you've probably gathered by now if you're just joining us, Kronk Song developed a thing where he just made 2-minute mixes of his songs. So it just makes my life easier because I don't have to work out where to fade out. I just play the whole gosh darn thing. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to play the whole gosh darn thing of this track. About this one, he says, another short Kronk song done in GarageBand for Mac. Hope you like it. Well, I'm pretty sure that I like it, and I think you will too. Kronk Song on Your Music Live.
Siren in the city, she is far too pretty. She catches every passerby's eye. She knows just what she's doing. She likes to see them cooing. But just watch her, ignore them when they try. When they try to let her know they're there, she just ignores them. She doesn't care, she just lets them stare. They think they've seen this somewhere else before, maybe on the telly. They think she must be a film star, but she works in the local deli. Just ignores them. She doesn't care, she just lets them stare. Like a siren in the city, she is far too pretty. She catches every passerby's eye.
Kronk Song, cronking it up there to 11. Yeah, excellent track. Great lyrics and really cool stuff there, as always, from our old mate Kronk Song. And hopefully over the summer, the Northern Hemisphere summer, we'll be hearing and seeing even more from Kronk Song. And that was a bit of a summer vibe, if you ask me. So I think there's good things to come from Kronk Song, In the Future. Speaking of the future, if you'd like to release your music in the future, I got one word for you. It's Distro Kid. Well, it's kind of two words. Well, it's kind of a combined... Distro Kid. You can get your music out there. You can sign up using the link there or down in the description. I've even got an FAQ. If you go to studiolivetoday.com/distrokid, you can check out my full frequently asked questions. That's everything you need to know to get your music out there and released to the world. And I hope you choose to do it because it's cool for so many reasons, not just because you can share your music and people can find you easily. It just feels really good to have your music out there with some of the other great artists that are out there in the world, including this one from Tre Verde, or Tres Verde, depending if you want to be Australian like me. But I think Tre Verde is probably closer to the pronunciation. They say, just messing around and liked the sound. See, they're a poet. I wonder if they know it. I don't know, but we're going to give this one a spin over here. Wrong button, Pete. We're over here. This is called Loco Motive, and we're going to spin it live on Your Music Live. We're here for a good time. A short time, but a good time. How cool was that? Just a minute of rock from start to finish. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, something Glastonbury about the art. It was, see, I don't know, maybe it's, I don't mean to be offensive, I got a Christmas tree vibe. Like, to me, it looked a little bit like a Christmas greeting card. Season's greetings and salutations. I don't know, the Christmas tree shape and the leaves and the berries, but very cool stuff there. And yeah, I love that distortion. To me, that just absolutely reeks of the 90s. There was an Australian band, Spiderbait, that used to have that fuzzy sound in there, and they did sort of little instrumental things in between songs like that. So it reminds me of you being at a Spiderbait gig in about 1999 and listening to that, and won't tell you what I could smell, but you can probably gather. Yeah, no, wasn't one for it, but definitely had some contact of it. Let's grab another tune here from another wonderful artist out of the UK. I believe he's out of the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, Richard, but I've got the feeling that you're from the UK. He goes by the name Sticks for Guns, an amazing artist and someone that you should definitely be checking out. He says about this one, I must like this drum track. Realized I've used it twice. Don't you love that when you're making a song and you're like, this sounds familiar. What did I copy? What did I rip off? Oh, myself. I used this before. So this one is called Failure to Do So. It Sticks for Guns. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to play it live for you right now on Your Music Live. Sticks for Guns here on Your Music Live with, yes, another great soundscape there. Just love the feel you get from that. And I know I say it all the time with this sort of music, but Richard's stuff, it's high on the list of what I play when I'm doing my admin, when I'm doing my emails and paying bills and doing all that kind of caper. I love me some cool instrumental jams, and Sticks for Guns is right up there. Yeah, that's the only problem I have is exactly that, Thomas, that sometimes I get so chilled and mellow that not even calculating my tax payments can get me out of it. I'm just like, who cares about tax, man? This music's too cool. Or something like that. Hello to Trevor Bear. Hello to Princess LDG. G'day, Mike and Dawn. Janice, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, look, I know it's going to take some getting used to for the new timing. So if you are missing the show and if you're watching on the replay and you're like, John, you two heck Johns, I apologize. But I did want to do this. We've got to try things, don't you? You've got to try things in life. I wanted to try this to see if we could get a better balance of timing, even though my Australian friends are probably like, oh, what are you doing to me, Johns? But for our UK and European friends who've missed out all winter long, hopefully you can enjoy some summer music. And speaking of enjoying some summer music, hands up if we've got any fans of Happy Ron in the house. Anyone dig some Happy Ron? Yeah, I'm right here. Happy Ron. Happy Ron's been around this community for a few years now. He's always sharing awesome music. And he's always got something fun and something funny to say. Well, this week he asks us, have you ever longed to hear a Happy Ron song sing his most popular song ever on a cruise with the ocean behind him? Of course you have, and here's your chance. I was just thinking this, no fooling. I was just thinking Happy Ron's good, but he would probably be better if he were floating somehow. I didn't really know. I didn't put two and two together. But apparently, there you go. We have it for you here now. So here's Happy Ron playing on Kayamo Cruise just this year, and a live version of a Happy Ron classic. Let's take a listen.
Crazy and wild, and I always see him maybe hosting the Grammys or something because he's fun. And I asked him to do a song called Incredibly Happy, which helps everybody like sing. And so without further ado, our Happy Ron.
So my voice is also crusty this morning, but
Too much partying?
no, it's always crusty. If it's not crusty, it loses its character. So this song is actually called Terribly Happy, not Incredibly Happy, but close enough.
Oh, for me.
It's a sing-along song where I go, terribly happy, you go, terribly happy, terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
Was working packing groceries for many long years, was looking for ways to pack up my tears. That's why I write my songs, try to make them snappy, cause it makes me feel terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
My girlfriend got pregnant, got sick in my car. While I built the crib, she just went and barfed. So when she finally popped and get out, terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
terribly happy.
Terribly happy.
If life gets you down, turn it around and be terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
If I never make it, that's okay. You know I'm gonna have plenty more to say. It's all about the people who don't make me feel crappy, the ones who make me feel terribly happy,
Terribly happy.
terribly happy,
Terribly happy. A little bit of Happy Ron for your ear holes and your eye holes. I hope that makes you feel like getting out there on the deep blue seas or listening to some Happy Ron. Either way, whatever you can do, go ahead and do it. But Happy Ron for the win. When I grow up, I want to be Happy Ron. Just saying. Thank you for sharing that one. Make sure you go and check out Happy Ron. It's exactly as he sounds, all one word, Happy Ron, on the YouTube. There's a lot of really cool, fun stuff for you in store over there. Very good stuff. G'day, Cookie. Speaking of our Australian friends, I mentioned it right up front. We've got an earlier show here these days, and we're playing our Australian songs towards the end of the show to give you folks a chance to wake up, grab a coffee, and enjoy the day. So thank you again to everyone for being here, and thank you to our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, DistroKid help keep the lights on around here, and they support your independent music by sponsoring this show. And they also make it super gosh darn simple to get your music out there to the world. And they've just made it extra simple. They've just added an extra layer of simplicity by launching the official version of the DistroKid app. Yes, it's right here, wrong screen, right there. The DistroKid app, here it is. It's an iPhone app. I'm running it on the iPad here because you can run it on an iPad as well. And you can see here, we can get access to all the music that I've ever released here. We can jump in and do a lot of the things that we can do online. We can release, you can upload your music. So if you're a mobile creator, let's say you use your iPhone or your iPad to create your music, guess what? You can jump in here and you can fill out the very familiar form that you do on the web version. You can do it right here on your iPhone or your iPad. It just makes life even easier. You can throw your images in there. You can upload your album artwork. You can upload your song, and you can get it out there to the world. You can, for one subscription fee, you can release as much music as you like. And as you can see, if you look at my stats here, I've had 30 releases, which includes a full-length album, 3 EPs, and, well, that must be 26 singles. And then under my other artist name, because I use the Musician Plus plan, I've released 2 more songs there as well. So you've got full access to all of your music, all of your stats. Sometimes you hit the log out button by mistake and it takes you out to there, but it's amazing and it's a great thing. And we thank DistroKid for continuing to support this show and support your independent music. Once again, use the link up there or down in the description. If you are signing up, save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And there you go, DistroKid is on the App Store ready for your downloading goodness. If you're not a member yet, you can download the app and sign up. If you are, download it. You got access on the go to all your music, all your stats, everything for your creations. Alrighty, speaking of DistroKid, it's time for our slap of the week. Yeah, and it comes to us from Seamus. So Seamus has our slap of the week. He says, Medicine is a song about getting some pain relief from anything in life. We all need it sometimes. I wanted the vocals to punch and the riff to be catchy. Another short song from me, but I say sometimes kiss to myself. Keep it simple, Seamus. Lol. And let it be catchy. That was Seamus's lol, by the way. I didn't add a lol there. I would have just laughed out loud. But we're going to play this song here. It is our slap of the week. It's over on slaps.com. And if you don't know slaps.com, it's DistroKid's free music sharing platform. See, it's like, I call it DistroKid Lite. Before you sign up to DistroKid, try out slaps.com, 100% free, and you can check out cool tunes like this one from Seamus. It is called Medicine, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
It was medicine.
Bibo and Medicine here on Your Music Live. Yeah, kind of post-punk as well, and cool, definitely a cool mixture of sounds. And it's got that hypnotic, it's like upbeat, happy Britpop shoegaze. Reminds me of that Lily Allen song, the video where she walks in for LDN. She's like, I want some like break beats, kind of reggae, kind of mix up, kind of trash, kind of garage, and it's like, yeah, it just goes into all these things. And then she just walks away. Yeah, good snare in that one as well. Very cool stuff again. Yeah, Elliott Smith, yeah. Yeah, I dig. I reckon Elliott Smith for sure. Hello, Jenny Jolivet. I hope you're doing very well. I don't know why I just went a bit French there for a moment. Yeah, so slaps.com, as you would have seen there's a couple of cool things you can do. You can throw fire on people's songs, so you can say, I dig this, I'm going to throw some fire. Let's get it up to 50. You can save it in there so you can come back and check out music later. And look how easy it is to share. Boom, boom, and look at that link. Super easy link to be able to share it if you wanted to, say, share a song on, I don't know, Your Music Live. What a great and easy way to share your music. And then as you saw, a whole heap of people saying how good the song was and how much they loved it. So you can get the comments there, and that goes straight over to Seamus. He gets to check it out, and you get to interact with a community, because who doesn't want a community? I mean, you're here right now watching Your Music Live, hopefully because you want to hang out with a cool community. Cool creative communities are everywhere. They're at slaps.com, and they're right here on Your Music Live. We're going to play one more song, and then we're going to do a feature I love to do every week. It's called Play My Fire Beat. It's named that because from time to time we get some folks who come into the chat. They maybe don't want to be part of the community. They just want to dump a link to their song, and they're like, yo, brah, play my fire beat. And they just spam, and then bugger off. So in honor of those folks, we've kind of tongue-in-cheek named this segment Play My Fire Beat, where we're going to spin the wheel, and you're going to have a chance. If you're here live, I'll give you a code word in just about 5 minutes' time. And then if you put that code word in the chat, you'll have a chance to have one of your songs played live here on the show today, a song of your choosing. But before that, another artist that I love to listen to while I pay the bills, and that sounds like an insult, but I promise you it's actually a compliment, and it's Patrick Clemons. And he's got a track here. He says, I composed this piece of music, Song for Kathy, at the height of the 2020 C-word, P-word, and its restrictions that separated me from my sweetheart for just over 4 months. Well, that sucks. My sympathy for you on that one. This piece of music is over 5 minutes long. It was possible, if it is possible to listen to the first 2 minutes, it would be perfect. Lovely. To feel the general guitaristic atmosphere. Guitaristic. I'm going to use that word now. Guitaristic atmosphere. And once again, thank you 1,000 times for your precious help regarding GarageBand. Well, you're 100% welcome, Patrick, because you create some amazing music, and this one is no exception. Song for Kathy from Patrick Clemons here on Your Music Live. smooth tune there from Patrick Clemons here on your Music Live, and a song for Kathy. Kathy's a very lucky lady if she gets songs like that written for her, don't you reckon? Yeah. Very cool stuff. Very, very groovy, very vibey there from Patrick Clemons. Not that we would expect anything less from the wonderful Patrick Clemons. We are going to do what I said we'd do. I know. I didn't lie. And why don't we? We've got some great Patricks around here. I'm thinking Patrick Baird. I'm thinking about Patrick Clemons. I'm thinking about Patrick Chandler. So let's just be a bit weird and wacky, and let's make Patrick our keyword of the week. Yes, if you would like to participate in the Play My Firebeat segment, all you got to do, see, is right here in the chat, put a hashtag and the word Patrick, Patrick, and if you are spun up, your name doesn't have to be Patrick, but imagine if Patrick wins the Patrick competition. All you need to do is put hashtag Patrick right here in the chat, and you'll have a chance to win a free play. Yeah, it's like a jukebox, but you don't have to put any money. You don't have to put your rubles in the slot. You get a chance to have a song played right here on the show. Be like Nigel, be like Scott, be like Matt, be like Jerry, be like TC, be like Kronk Song. Put hashtag Patrick in the chat, and it could be you. Yes, you could have a chance to have one of your songs played right here on the show today, even if you're not on the playlist. And you know what? If you are on the playlist, double header. Yep, we don't mind that. You can have a second song. In fact, Nigel Parker is our next song up here, and Nigel's entered there. So if Nigel wins, it could be a double header. It could be a double Nigel. Double Nigel, I'm not going to go there. It's like double bogey sounds like a double Nigel. It's like if you're playing mini golf. Maybe a Nigel is like getting one over par on a mini golf course. So when you get a double Nigel, I think I'm thinking about this too hard. We're going to play this song, and then I did get some comments. By the way, a couple of things real quick. Alex Backus, thank you very much for the kind donation. And a question here from Mark Bro. As it's early for you, is Georgie sleeping behind the green screen? No, I did offer that to her. I said, you can sleep there. And she's like, no, I get to hear you talk enough. I'm not going to do that. She's thankfully, we have our children have their own rooms, and they both have big king size beds. So she's snuggled up with one of the kiddos at the moment. So this one is from Nigel Parker, and about this one he says, "Hi Pete, this song is about supporting your partner when they've made a mistake and helping them through it. Wrote and recorded using GarageBand on my iPad. It is called Don't Let This Break You." Nigel Parker on Your Music Live.
Santa's spice hung in the air from a family meal. The telly's monotone and something's on. His warmth is close, but his mind is slowly scrolling. You flash a smile, but he fails to respond. Can you recall when the trouble started? Do you remember the day? Recollect how it started to fall away. Don't let this break you. It knocked you back, but stand up tall now. Don't let this break you. You're feeling frail, just use your know-how. Mind's in a spin of fragile. Just know that you're strong within. Don't let this break you. Pick yourself up and win. Your jaw drops and then silence when he opens up. He's tried to stop, but now it's got too far. His tears fall and he's reaching out for comfort. Message is blunt, but his words have hit you sharp. Can you recall when the trouble started? Do you remember the day? Recollect how it started to fall away. Don't let this break you.
Very cool stuff there. It's got a little bit of that kind of 80s vibe to it, doesn't it? Really good stuff, that one from from our friend Nigel Parker. Hello, Martin Brett. We opened up with your song today, my friend. And people really dug it. So thank you for being here. Yeah, positive vibe. And it's true. Like, mistakes happen. What did someone say once? Mistakes make you better. Yeah, don't fear failure. Don't fear making mistakes. And sounds like Nigel's definitely someone who's there for other folks. And don't forget, that's the whole point of a community, isn't it? Of having people there for you. Because things are going to go well sometimes and things are going to go not so well sometimes. And that's absolutely just life. So... yeah, what I like to say, micro failure, macro success. So, and what is it, the old Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, yeah, sometimes you'll be like, oh, man, I wish I hadn't done blah. I wish I could change whatever. Yes, you can't change. You can't go back. But what you can do is have another crack. So if you're making the music and you're like, oh, I really don't like this song I just made, guess what? Yeah, we live in a digital world. Unlimited retries. With our home studios, you don't have to pay anyone for studio time. You got a phone in your pocket or an iPad or you got a computer. You can just keep making more music. So don't fear failure. Just have a go, have a crack. You never know what's going to come out of it. And Nigel has created something really cool out of that. So I thank you for sharing. Yes, Martin Brett. The video was as awesome, if not more awesome than the song. I know it's always hard to compare, isn't it? We've got stuff going on there. All right, we've got about 5 seconds left for you to throw hashtag Patrick, just like Wild Rose CC has done here. Hashtag Patrick in the chat, and you'll have a chance to win our Play My Fire beat. I've got the giveaway tool here. We've got ourselves 17 entries, so you've got a 1 in 17 chance. What's that, about a 6-7% chance of it being you? So let's give this one a spin. Let's throw some Nigel in the background while we spin up the wheel. Good luck, everybody.
Mind's in a spin and fragile. Just know
You've
that
gotta
you're
win
strong
the
within.
relay.
Don't
Oh,
let
why else
this
again?
break you. Pick yourself
It's
up
gonna
and
be
win.
Jerry Gomes. Can we get a round of applause, please, for Mr. Jerry Gomes? Haven't had any Jerry Gomes on the show for a little while, at least a few weeks. So there you go. That's a good winner. That's going to be a popular winner there. Jerry Gomes. Jerry, all you need to do, because you are our winner, is leave your name, well, we know it's Jerry Gomes probably, or if it's another artist name, the platform, and your track title. Now, we can't have links in the chat, unfortunately. I know that would make it easier, but you know what it would also do? It would fill the chat with spam. Yeah, the Play My Fire beat for real people will come in and spam us. So, Jerry, all you need to do is just say, Jerry Gomes, YouTube, awesome song title. Or Jerry Gomes, SoundCloud, amazing song title, whatever you got for us. And we will play that one up next, right here on the show. While we wait for Jerry to decide what he would like us to play, we're going to play this one. This is over on the Cloud of Sounds. It comes to us from Dream Canvas, and they say, a demo I started for my band's Work in Progress EP. Not mixed much, but hoping you like the concept so far. Well, I like Dream Canvas. For starters, epic band name. Always love a good band name. And Euphoria is the name of the track. Epic track name. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Dream Canvas and Euphoria on Your Music Live. Very cool. It's a taste. There you go. That's the true. That's like Your Music Live episode 1, where I legitimately played 1 minute of songs. We got a little bit more liberal with our music in the future. But yeah, that was really cool. Definitely something that is worth pursuing. Especially let's see. We've got a bit of time, so we can play this. I especially liked the start here with that build up. I love that effect. where you just got like the reverb, and then listen to this come in. It's a very cool use of that effect. I know it was used a lot in the past, but like, you know, your Green Day type songs where it, you know, sounds like the AM radio and then it kicks in. But I like that. It's almost like you're outside the club and you can hear this cool music, and then you're walking through the door and you open the door and you go in. It's just like a live band playing on stage. So I think that's an awesome start to the song. So I hope that becomes a full track in the future, and I'd love to hear the end result. And you can say, I heard that back on YML 146. I did. I don't know why your voice suddenly goes like that, but there you go. So thank you for sharing that one. Dream Canvas. Now, the winner of our Play My Fire Beat, Mr. Jerry Gomes, as it turns out, has got a brand new fresh track. Yeah, I just looked at this one up 1 day ago. Jerry's released this one. So there you go. The serendipity of the Play My Fire Beat strikes again. We are going to give this one a spin. It is called Don't Let Me Down, and it is Jerry Gomes, the winner of our Play My Fire Beat here on Your Music Live. Let's rock. Don't Let Me Down, Jerry Gomes here on Your Music Live. The Play My Fire Beat. What a cool track. Yeah, I dig it. No, it did not let us down at all. Vocal performance and production is on point, while whole overall song is killer. I would go one step further, Thomas. I'd say it's rad. It's a rad tune there from Jerry Gomes. Excellent stuff. Thank you for sharing. That's why I love the Play My Fire Beat, folks, because you never know who's going to win. You never know what they're going to suggest. And then there you go. Now, that is added to the description. All the songs we've played up to now are now down in the description for your viewing pleasure. So if you need to go over, if you want to check out that opening number from Martin Brett, PA's new track, the Kronk Song that we played, Nigel Parker, Dream Canvas, all the tracks we've played so far, they are now down in the description. And if you're here at the end of the show, all the songs will be in the description. So you can go there and check out all of the stuff that we've played on the show here today. Got a few more tracks for the first half of the show, and then we will take our customary toilet break and then be back for a big second half here. But I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for remembering to come early. So come early, come often, and we're going to play some more tracks here on Your Music Live, including this one from Heiko Bren, a.k.a. Crackwork Music, and it's called A Sunny Day. He says, "Hi Pete, here's a little garage band tune. I hope it puts everyone in a nice, relaxing, maybe even vacation mood." Well, I'm trying to get into a vacation mood because I've got a vacation coming up in about 9 days' time, just quietly. So let's play this one, shall we? Heiko Bren, Crackwork Music, A Sunny Day here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there. Crackwork Music, Heiko Bren, A Sunny Day here on YML. And it will be a sunny day here, although we're coming into autumn now. The weather's getting cooler. It's only going to be about 18, no, actually about 20 degrees Celsius here today, which I know people are like, you're complaining about it being sunny and 20 degrees, Johns. Come on. I've just been through a Canadian winter where it was lucky to peak over 1 degree. So, yeah, no, I'll watch myself. Watch yourself, Johns. All right, we're going to have one more tune here before our patented toilet break. And then we've got some cover songs for you. Coming up in the second half, though, we've got some Aaron Bredlaw. We've got Dorothy's Dead coming up, some Secret Legacy, some Cassidy Watts, and a little birdie told me there might be a brand new Lily Pillies track. That might get a spin. So don't go anywhere because we've got a heap coming up in a big second half here on Your Music Live. But for now, let's play this last song of our first half. This comes to us from 13 Scribbles, which always reminds me of like a phone number. Like I think we have here 13 Trash or something. It's like 13 Got Junk. It's like a phone number. Anyway, 13 Scribbles. They say, created in Logic Pro, the best dance floors are at the top of the 70s. They danced like Travolta till the floors fell away. It is called 70 Floors, and we're going to play it for you live here on Your Music Live. very cool. A massive beat. Exactly. It's massive. It's sick. It's rad. Yeah. That's what I want the review to be. This week's YML episode. It was massive. It was sick. It was rad. That's all I want. That's all I want in life, is to have a rad show. Great stuff there from Scribbles. And what a great first half. Amazing artists there, amazing music. And we will be back for a big second half in just a couple of minutes. But it is that time. It is the time of the show for our patented toilet break. And this week, we got a cracking tune with a great video. It's from our mate Whimsical Steve. And he says, this is a proper collaboration with my guitar playing buddy, Steve too. Where I would have released the first draft of this song, instead we had multiple rewrites over 18 months until we ended up with the version you're about to see. We finished the song in a local studio, a birthday gift, and we had a proper giggle with a third friend, Paul, who brought his sax to the party. Please play from 1 minute 24. Well, I'm not Steve, because you're our toilet break, so we're going to play the whole gosh darn thing. So please sit back and relax and enjoy this one. It is You Make My Heart Beat. Steve Coxon, aka Whimsical Steve, here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
See that man, see how he walks alone. Where did he come from? He needs to find his meaning. Lonely and beaten, feeling so small. He's gotta break free of his chains, 'cause they're holding him back like a panic attack that keeps holding him back for sure. Inside he knows this isn't right. Get up, stand tall, do it tonight. Don't you feel it? You make my heart beat. Tongue-tied I can't speak. Why can't I say the words that you need to hear? Special girl, 1 in a million, looking for someone she can connect to. But will he find her? He sees no hope at all. Their eyes met. Could it be better with you? Would it be better with you? Could it be better with you? He said. Then the thunder crashes and there's neon lights. The ground starts shaking in the middle of the night. 'Cause she tells him, you make my heart beat so cold the night when I cannot hear your gentle voice whisper in my ear. You make my heart beat too. You make my heart beat. It's true. Better with you, better with you, better with you. My heart will always be true. Better with you, my heart with ease. Better with you, my heart will always be true. Better with you, my heart with ease. Better with you, my heart will always be true. Better with you, my better with my heart will always be true. Better with me, my better with me. My heart will always be true. Better with me, my better with me.
in the classic 80s fade out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What a cool song there from Steve 2, and Paul bringing the awesome for us. And what a classic, epic toilet break song, if I do say so myself. I don't know why I'm being humble. I didn't make it. I just played it. Very, very cool stuff there from Whimsical Steve. And I loved it. He even had that that classic 80s tone up key change at the end. Better with you, better with you. Like just that intensity to bring it up the next level. Very cool stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Thank you for coming back for our big second half here on Your Music Live. We're going to jump into some cover songs in a jiffy. We've then got a whole bunch more original tunes to play. But again, a quick reminder, we can only do this because of these folks here. DistroKid, yes, if you are an independent artist, like many of the great artists we played here today, and you want to release your music to all the places, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Amazon, just everywhere, all you need to do is use DistroKid. You can sign up, one low fee per year, and you'll even save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. You can even release cover songs with DistroKid. So if our friend Jonathan Linton wanted to release this, his amazing cover of The End of Innocence, he could go ahead and do exactly that. He says, focusing on covers because work is underway to release a grunge album later in the year. Very cool. Drums were just recorded at London Bridge Studios in Seattle, who recorded many great grunge albums in the 90s. Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies, Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, Pearl Jam 10. Wow, there you go. So Jonathan Linton definitely making the big time there, recording where the greats recorded before him. But for now, here's a live cover from Jonathan Linton. It is End of the Innocence, and we're going to play it live here on Your Music Live.
Where we
cool stuff there from Mr. Jonathan Linton. And yeah, folks were saying, I wonder how he does it. Yeah, it would be really cool to see the setup there. So Jonathan, if you played a gig, I reckon it would be cool to see a video on your channel where you show your setup, because I know people like to see, how you have your backing track and what outputs you're using for your iPad and how you're plugging into the PA and all that sort of gear, because you get a really good sound there, and it would be a really cool live gig to be at, I'm sure. There you go. Alex is going to buy a club and engage Jonathan to play all day. Well, that's a good idea. Go with it. Give it a go. All right, next up, we're going to go over to Australia. You're going to have first Australian artist to play here. This is another cover song, and this comes from Cookie. You might recall Cookie from a previous show. We've played a couple of Cookie songs. He was the guy with the song about the power lines, because he is a power line expert. He spends his day job, making sure that people are safe, because electricity, don't mess about with it. And for people, especially here in Australia, we have lots of overhead lines, and Cookie does a lot of great work in keeping people safe from electrocution, because you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. I've worked in the energy industry for 20 plus years. You don't want that. So Cookie about this one says, Cold Chris Stapleton Cookie cover. Simple USB Rode microphone and Maton guitar. Nice. Using GarageBand for audio and webcam for video. Thanks for playing my cover songs, mate. I am very much an amateur and self-taught via an old music book way before the days of YouTube. But currently I identify as a 25-year-old. There you go. I'm the same. I'm in my 20s. So that's how I feel anyway. Find me at Ask Cookie on the YouTube. Love your channel and learning so much about GarageBand and audio interfaces. Just bought a Focusrite Solo on your recommendation. Very cool. So more cool covers to come. Cool covers to come. Don't say that 3 times fast. So let's give this one a spin. It is Cold Cookie cover of Chris Stapleton here on Your Music Live.
Girl, the way you broke my heart, shattered like a rock through a window. I thought we had it so good, never really saw this coming. And oh, why you gotta be so cold? Why you gotta go and cut me like a knife and put our love on ice? And oh, girl, you gonna lift this hole right here in the middle of my soul. And oh, why you gotta be so cold? What am I supposed to say if anyone asks me about you? I guess I'll tell them I'm without you. How am I supposed to live when I built my life around you? Put yourself in my shoes. And oh, why you gotta be so cold? Why you gotta go and cut me like a knife and put our love on ice? And oh, no, you really left this hole right here in the middle.
Yeah, definitely not cold in Australia. Getting colder, getting a little chillier, but definitely nothing to worry about yet, especially compared to our friends in the US and Canada and the UK and Europe, where it is still a little on the chilly side in some parts of the world. Very cool stuff there from Cookie. Yeah, I love it. Love the grittiness in the voice. And again, just proof that you don't need a lot of stuff there. Like, that's just one Rode into USB microphone there. Throw it into GarageBand, chuck a little reverb on it, and you get a really nice sound like that. So can only imagine now that you got yourself the focus right, and you're going to plug in and create some really, really cool music. So well done. Thank you for sharing that one. And I'm almost positive that Cookie and I probably crossed paths in previous lives, because, yeah, like I said, I worked for the biggest power company in South Australia for nearly 20 years. So I'm sure we crossed paths at some stage. But now we're crossing paths again in a different capacity. There you go. It's a small world, isn't it? All right, let's crack on into a big second half here on Your Music Live, because we're going to finish on time. You know why? Because I'm now on a 2-hour window, because Jade Starr is going to be rocking the airwaves in just a little bit of time, in just 45 minutes. So we're going to bring it on home strong here with some great indie music, including this one from Hypnotic Transmissions. Did I get it? Did I get it right? I usually say Hypnotic Transformations or something different. Hypnotic Transmissions. They say it's a track that started out using pots and pans drum kit and got turned into a psychedelic choral ethereal journey. The beginning sets an odd tone and then flips the switch into a head trip. That all sounds amazing. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Hypnotic Transmissions here on Your Music Life. Definitely flips the switch into a head trip. There was a very accurate description there, and hopefully no one has that thing where you don't like the little holes. Isn't there a name for that? Someone will tell me. Is it trichophobia? Something like that. But yeah, very, very cool. I like it. Just the build up there. Like, I love a track that builds like that with all the cool percussion sounds, and yeah, music to sharpen knives too. I love it. Perfect description, Scott. Hey, you having fun? I'm having a great time, even though it is ridiculously early in the morning here. There's something about music that just sparks me and inspires and gets the juices flowing. So I hope you're having fun. If you are, all you need to do is hit the thumbs up button. That tells me all of the robots that you like it. That you're having fun. Why not? Alex is having fun. He's thrown €3 super sticker my way. So thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. What was I looking at? I won't re-say it, but yeah, there was some weird like bubble effect things at the start of that video. But I'm sure it'll be fine. If you didn't notice it, that's okay. All right, yeah, the bubbles on the froth, yeah, which it's not as bad. It's not quite that honeycomb look that people really don't like. All right, who's down for this? Is one of the best descriptions I've ever seen written here. Slower atmospheric jazz for cigarette smokers and the God-fearing. It comes to us from Signum Fidei, and it is called Sunset Confession. So let's get our dark jazz on, shall we? Here on Your Music Live. right, Thomas. It has been a bit of a chill zone, hasn't it? We've had some rock, but man, we've had some very chilled tunes, including that one. Yeah, very, very smooth. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit futuristic. It's old school but new school at the same time. If that makes any sense at all. It's got that old school smooth jazz vibe, but yeah, almost like a post-apocalyptic world kind of vibe too. I dig it in a big bad way. The description was good, actually. Yeah, slower atmospheric jazz for cigarette smokers and the God-fearing. I'm down with that. All right, I'm going to play another couple of songs, and then don't forget we've got part 2 of our Play My Fire Beat coming up, so you'll get the keyword in about 10 minutes' time. So hang out if you would like to have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here on the show. But for now, we're going to grab this one from Ray Satterfield Raven, and he says, a cheater's lament. Lover returns to abusive boyfriend. Written in 1989. Lyrics, arrangement, and production, Ray Satterfield. Music, Looperman Loops, Lennox Beatmaker. And the video was in Cyberlink Power Director for Pinnacle Studio. Wow, I used Pinnacle Studio back in the day. Very cool stuff. We're going to play it now. It's called A Little Blue, Ray Satterfield. Your music, live.
Well, I'm sitting here counting the raindrops fall, listening to the silence of your telephone call. I'm living with the pain that wells up inside, knowing you're with that other guy. The sunshine's gone and the skies turn to gray. Heaven knows that you have gone away. Play a little music, sing a little tune, while I'm sitting here trying to forget about you. I can't believe the hell that I put myself through. I'm a little blue. I'm a little blue, baby. Yeah.
Very cool, very bluesy kind of vibe there, and yeah, it was the vocals were panned a little left there, and maybe just the guitar needs to be pushed a little more right, but good stuff. Very cool sound there, very bluesy, very dark, telling a sad story. Exactly, yeah, I dig it, and the little ding, ding, little licks in there, very cool stuff indeed. A cool vibe from Ray Satterfield, and cool that was written in 1989 too. Like 1989, don't want to scare you or anything, but 1989 was like 34 years ago. Yeah, I was playing a Madness song the other day with my wife, and I'm like, just to freak you out, this Madness song was from 40 years ago. Yeah, Our House from Madness released 40 years ago. How old does that make you feel? Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It's not my fault, man. Let's play our next song, and then we are going to do our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. This is a fun little jam that comes to us from Aaron Breadlaw. He says, I'm still alive. I've been real busy with life, still working on new music, and we'll have some soon. In the meantime, here is a very short little song I made a while back in GarageBand iOS while goofing around with the vocal fun effects. All music and words written and performed by me for all you sports fans out there. Where's our sports fans at? Yep, right here. And the good news is I'm doing this show before most of the hockey games today. So it's making it better for me because it means I get to watch more hockey. Because sometimes I do YML and there's a Ranger game happening at the exact same time. So if I do the earlier show, I've got the rest of the day to just relax and watch hockey. Just saying. So this is Aaron Bredlaw and Have a Ball here on Your Music Live.
Baseball.
Soccer.
Rugby.
Racquetball.
Tennis. Football.
Cricket. Badminton.
And that's all he said. Cricket was in there. No hockey and no Australian rules football. So I'm a little bit sad by that. But very cool stuff. And look, I like that. And I played that for the reason that it's cool and Aaron Bredlaw is cool. But that's how you learn stuff. Like doing little things like that. If you're just like, oh man, I've got a creative block. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to record. I don't know what to do. Help me, Johns. Do something weird and wacky like that. Just throw some stuff at the wall because you're going to learn a lot about what you can do. And you may find an effect or you may find some vocal processing that's going to help you on a future song. So just do it. Exactly, yes. Congratulations, Aaron. The first song, first complete song that I've ever played of yours on Your Music Live. Well done. Alrighty, yeah, that was fun. You know what we should do? We should make something. We should make sports a sport themed code word. In fact, let's make you, because I was talking about hockey and Aaron didn't mention hockey, and I know that everyone loves it when it becomes the let's talk. Where's Joe and Barry Glenn, by the way? They're usually here, and whenever I talk sport, usually Barry's like, oh, bloody Johns is talking sport again, he is. Don't know why he suddenly became like a cockney. But we're going to go with hashtag hockey. So if you would like to have an opportunity, there you go, a hockey-tunity. If you'd like a hockey-tunity to have one of your songs played, all you need to do is put hashtag hockey just as Jade Star, Aaron Bredlaw. We could get an Aaron. Do we get a Bredlaw double header? A double breader? I'll let myself out. Oh, I'm having fun today. I hope you're having fun. Having fun? Thumbs up, guns up, down in the bit below. But yes, I'll give you all a few minutes to get your hashtag hockeys in there. See, if I want to talk about something, I just make it the code word, and then it gives me like carte blanche to just start ranting about things. John W. Adams had a track here, and I have some bad news. I just went to play it, and it says video unavailable. So John W. Adams, I'll give you an IOU. I'm going to remove it from here for now. But yeah, if you've got that song or another song to play in the future, please let us know, and I will get it happening. So we're going to move to our next track here. It comes to us from Alex Katchall, and Alex says, I recorded this song all on my own in my makeshift home studio and have been learning a lot from channels like yours. Well, thank you. This song is about struggling with addiction and hurting someone you love over and over, but you have no idea how to fix the brokenness you've caused. Yeah, it's an issue, something to write about, and something that I know a lot of people go through. It is simply called Ghosts, and it's Alex Katchall, and we're going to spin it live here on Your Music Live.
Haunted eyes, a worn out soul, broken promises, lies I've told. Just leave me on the ground, the shovel in hand. You've seen all my ghosts, no matter how deep I buried them. So look right through, disappointed again. Let me make you feel as beautiful as I that I don't deserve you. Take it all, leave nothing left, leave nothing left. I'll never forget when you said I don't deserve you. Fly away, leave me for dead. There's nothing left. Let me make you feel as beautiful as I see you. I wanna fix your heart, I wanna fix your heart.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, excellent production there, excellent vocals, and yeah, all round just good writing, good songwriting there from Alex, Katchall, and Ghosts. And yeah, you know how you know that Alex is cool. Look at this one line here, provided to YouTube by DistroKid. Yeah, Alex knows how to get his music out there to the world, and you too can get your music out there using DistroKid. Just use the link up there or down in the description. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. All right, shall we spin? Shall we do our Play My Fire beat again? Yes, we should. We've got 16 entries this time. Last time I think we had 18. So I'll give you about 5 seconds to put hashtag hockey in the chat if you haven't already. And then we're going to be hitting the button and we're going to be spinning the wheel. So good luck, everybody. Let's see who we're going to play today. It is gonna be Sean Chandler. Well, there you go. Sean Chandler. And see, here's the thing. When it's like Joe Glenn and Barry Glenn, and they both go in it, or Sean Chandler and Patrick Chandler of the Chandler Brothers, is that fair? Well, I think so. If you've got a band and you've got multiple members and you all come and watch the show, you should get yourself a second one. It's not double dipping when you got 2 Chandlers. 2 Chandlers are better than one. So Sean Chandler, we're going to get to hear some, hopefully some Chandler Brothers music. Feel free to let us know. I think you know the drill, Sean, but just put your artist name, name of the platform, name of the song right here in the chat in plain text, and then I'll go and find it, and we will spin it in just a jiffy, just after this next song. While we wait on Sean to tell us what Chandler Brothers classic or new song or whatever they would like us to spin, let's grab this next one. This one comes to us from an artist by the name of Dorothy's Dead. They say this song is a conceptual one with the stage name Dorothy's Dead being related to the Wizard of Oz, with using Dorothy as the metaphor for innocence and Kansas being a state of happiness that Dorothy craves. Very cool stuff. Let's give this one a spin. It is called Sinosure. It is Dorothy Dead here on Your Music Live.
All the queen's horses and all the queen's men couldn't put little Dorothy back together again. The lawn with the ruby red slippers, all the old men slip her some liquor. They always wonder why she's so demure. She says, baby, I'm your sign, oh sure. Little Johnny sat on the wall, sipping on strawberry alcohol. He stung his lips and puckered his cheeks. When he saw that blonde girl, he grew weak. The lawn with the ruby red slippers. All the old men slip her some liquor. They always wonder why she's so demure. She says, baby, I'm your sign, oh sure.
Dorothy's dead there. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? Very cool vibe there on that one. Dorothy's dead, Sino Shore, here on your Music Live. Let's give them a subscription, shall we? Because that was some cool stuff. And I want to go check it out again after the show. So I'll play another song here because we're just waiting. So Sean Chandler, we just need your selection. I know that there's a new Chandler Brothers song, so maybe if I don't hear from you, I'll just play the new one. I'll just go find it and play the new one. But you might have something else you'd like us to play. And if you've tried to put a link, it'll just blank it. It won't come through. So you just need to put it in plain text. So all you need to do, Sean, is say Chandler Brothers, YouTube, name of song. And just put that right here in the chat. And once we get your confirmation, we'll give it a spin, whatever you would like us to play. Let's grab another song while we wait on that one. This one comes to us from Bibo 333. They say, a friend and I wanted to make a song together that didn't sound like anything we usually record. Huh, very cool. So that is what we're going to play here right now. Something unusual. This one is Nothing to You. It's Bibo on your Music Live-O.
Would you pick me up if I fell down? Would you think to call if I wasn't around? Or would you think you're better out then than you are right now? Without dealing with me and just hearing the sound of my music playing all around. Cause I know that you probably hate it.
I probably hate everything I do. Probably don't want me knowing you.
Even though I did nothing to you.
I did nothing to you.
Yeah.
That I don't need her. We're playing games, but I'm not winning a prize. While you're out hanging out with other guys. Sometimes I wonder if I am colorblind. Couldn't see you through the red flags in my mind. Now I know you're a master of disguise, but I still love your big brown beautiful eyes. Even though I did nothing to you, I got nothing to lose.
Nothing to You there. Very cool tune. I actually really dig that. I know, you'd be like, John, that's not really your genre, is it? And I'm like, no, I'd be lying if I said I listen to a lot of music in that sort of genre. But when it's produced well, and when it's actually like, because the 808's kicking in there, nice beat, well-produced vocals, not auto-tuned to all get out, but just really nicely in the pocket, in the zone. Well done. Good stuff. Yes, very, very relaxing stuff. Nice arrangement and production there from Bibo. And that and all the tracks we played here today are now down in the description. Yes, I've removed the covers. I've thrown them away, and you can now have full access to everything that's down there, including this selection from the Chandler Brothers. We're not going to play the new Chandler Brothers tune. We're going to save that for another day. Or perhaps they've already submitted it for next week's show. So you're going to have to hang tight on that one. Instead, they've chosen a classic, a Chandler Brothers classic called Here in September. And we're going to play that one for you here as our Play My Fire beat. Chandler Brothers on your Music Live.
beside yourself, you put your back against the wall. We may stumble, but we're never gonna fall. It's your music, no one can take that away from you. Because it's what we do now, and it will last forever. So just believe. Once you get started, it's like a blank canvas on the wall. You gotta start somewhere, maybe tomorrow. Now and forever.
Brilliant stuff there from the Chandler Brothers. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that one. I'd completely spaced on that track. I hadn't watched it or seen it in a really long time. So yeah, very, very cool celebration of the community. And check it out. I thought I'd go and uncover my Chandler Brothers T-shirt to wear for the rest of the show in honor of the Chandler Brothers and playing that song. And yeah, don't forget, Songtember just around the corner, folks. 6 months away. We're halfway there to next Songtember. Can you believe it? I kind of can't, because time is flying. Time flies when you're having fun, and we're having a lot of fun around here. Guess what? We're going to end on time for a change. In fact, we're running a little early. We had a song or two that didn't play, so we're actually running a bit early, so we can play a little extra of our final three. And guess what? We're going to because we're doing this show early here today for our Australian friends. I played Cookie earlier because it was in the cover section, but we're going to go a threefer of Australian artists to finish the show here today. Yeah, how cool is that? And we're going to kick off with our mate Costa, who I think he's on his break from work. So this could be good timing if Costa's still around. And Costa, a.k.a. Con, a.k.a. The Secret Legacy, says, "Hello, Pete and all the YML community. Here's the first of 2 new recordings of old tracks that I've never recorded previously. Something I'm doing a lot of just to get the ideas recorded and out of my imagination. This one is a heavy track. If I could compare, drums and guitar similar to Paranoid by Black Sabbath. The riff was written by a bass player. I wrote the guitar and lyrics around 1988. The song is about not wanting to be forgotten. We're not going to forget you, Costa. In fact, we're going to play your track. It is called Forgotten One, and we're going to spin it for you live right here, right now on your Music Live. Let's do it.
I have you now and
We even had time for a little bit of guitar solo action there. Very cool stuff. There you go. Good timing from ya, Costa, to be able to be hanging around there. Yeah, very 80s hair bones? Hair bands? Not hair ties, yeah. Very good, yeah, brilliant vocals. You know what? I'd love to hear your vocals a little louder, Costa, just quietly. That's the only, not even a criticism, the only recommendation I put out there is that the vocals were just a wee bit buried and they sounded rad. Yeah, it's a rad song. I'd just like to hear a little bit more of those rad vocals in the mix. Just me personally, but hey, very cool song, very well done indeed. I know, guitar solo. Excuse me a moment. Sneezels. Got the sneezels going on. Alrighty, and you had hair too. I know. I look back at photos of myself back in the day, and I'm like, oh yeah, remember when I had hair? I don't. Alrighty, so that was our anti-penultimate tune. It's time for our penultimate tune. Yeah, we only got 2 more to go. Time certainly does fly. If you've had fun here today, thumbs up, guns up, share the show, because remember, sharing is still caring, and Sharon is still indeed Karen. So feel free to share the show. So many folks have found this show because someone that they know and trust and love has said, hey, come and check out this community. There's some cool music. There's some cool stuff going on over here. So feel free to share and share alike. And one final huge thank you to our sponsors, DistroKid, with whom we simply would not be able to do this each and every week. If you're watching on the replay and you missed it because of the time change, I'm sorry. I put it out there. I was shamelessly self-promoting all week to try and make sure that everyone got the news on the time change. So for the month of April, we're going to be a few hours earlier, and we're doing that as an experiment to see if it's going to help folks in the UK and Europe and we get a better representation of folks here. So let us finish out here. This is our penultimate song. This one comes to us from Cassidy Watts. Yeah, she says, to put it simply, this song is about love after death. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you remember Cassidy, you'll know that she's an amazing music producer, an amazing singer, and just an all-round great person. And this is her brand new tune called Pretty Skies. Cassidy Watts on Your Music Live. Skies, our penultimate tune, our Australian triple play to finish off here on Your Music Live today. Ah, man, really, really cool stuff. Great song, Cassidy, amazing singer-songwriter. We've had her on the show before. If you wanted to check it out, I reckon if you went to the YouTubes and you searched my name and her name, you'd probably find it. Let's just try it. Pete Johns, Cassidy Watts. I reckon you'll find my interview there. Yeah, we did a Creator Town Hall with Cassidy over a year ago. There it is. I'll throw this one. I'll copy it and throw it in the chat. But yeah, if you're watching on the replay and you want to find out more about Cassidy and her amazing music and how talented she is, then go and check out that interview from back in the day with Cassidy Watts. Another artist that I've had on the show before. I had the pleasure of having on the show a couple of times and chatting with regularly is fellow Australians, the Lily Pillies. And every time I walk my kid to school and walk past the Lily Pilly bush that's on the street on the way to school, I think of Manny and the Lily Pillies. And I couldn't think of a better band to go out with here tonight than the brand new track from the one and only Lily Pillies. So that is what we're going to play. About this one, Manny says, "Hi Pete, our brand new single is called Miles Away From Home. It's a very personal song about leaving behind the ones we love in search for a better future. I'm sure many expats will be able to relate to these lyrics." Absolutely. Not being an expat myself, but I've got many friends and family that have definitely done this before. And it's amazing. Like we think we are very, very lucky, those of us that live the lives we do because of some folks that have made sacrifices for us. It's amazing stuff. So without any further ado, let's give this one a spin, shall we? Miles Away From Home to finish off our ultimate song here on Your Music Live for this week. Lily Pillies on Your Music Live.
I was born in a land far away and was brought up a different way. Packed a suitcase filled with hopes and dreams, just me without my family. Had to say goodbye not knowing when I'd see everybody again. So my dreams could become reality if I got an opportunity. Not many dollars in my pocket, just a will to work hard and to give it a shot. Find a place to myself where the big city lights shine bright. I don't know anybody, but I'll try and fit in. If I call my family, they'll ask how it is. I just need a chance to find my own way tonight. Moving on, miles away, to build a life, had to fly away. Moving on to another place, am I going nowhere? Moving on, far away, to build my dreams, had to fly away. Moving on, miles away, but I won't be broken. Cause nothing's easy and loneliness is part of life. I've been thinking about this since I was 17, so it's gotta be worth a try. Got my first job in a factory, and I know this is just a start. Sometimes I know where I'd rather be when I'm missing my dad and mom. Not much money in my pocket, just dreams in my heart. I gotta start from the start. Now I've made some friends and they seem to be good to me. And I try so hard to be like them, and sometimes I just gotta pretend. So I'm not completely alone on my journey. Moving on, my
Lily Pillies to finish off here on Your Music Live. Thanks everyone for being here. If you had a good time, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget Jade Star coming up next with How to App on iOS. I'll see you next week on Your Music Live. Tomorrow for GarageBand Weekly. Thanks everyone for being here. Have a great day.